Bill works for the government. Those are government mules he's talking about. I got a place in Scott Valley, and we board critters there, and been boarding Bill's mules for years. Itchy brought to mind Itchy, you know. Well, most critters, or a lot of them at least, earned their name. Where do you think Itchy came from? Okay, it itched, right? What itched? Right here. One of our tricks, Bill would do the same thing and I would do it. We'd get somebody out there in the pasture and we'd have 25, 30, 75 head out there. And they'd be all looking around and when it kind of get around talking to them so they had their back to where Itchy was. Pretty soon here came Itchy, backwards, toward the crowd. Till she got right up next to somebody and she'd bump them. And they'd turn around and of course she's what, 17 hands. Nothing big mule's rear end there. Pretty startling. Little story. Lots of fun. My daughter got mad at me the other day. I was babysitting for my little grandson. I went to rinse his diaper out in the toilet and his little foot slipped out of my hand. Bill used to batch down the river, and I went down there and spent a night with him one time, and we got up in the morning going first thing, and Bill went out and started feeding mules and horses, and so I went in to start a fire on the stove and grabbed the frying pan off the side there and threw it on the stove, and I looked down the frying pan. Well, it hadn't been cleaned out for a few days. Bacon grease in the pan, and all white in there, and one thing and another. There was mouse tracks through it. I said, "Hey, Bill," I said, "this frying pan's got mouse tracks in it." Bill says, "Just put it on the stove. They'll go away as soon as it heats up." They did. Now I forgot which poem I was going to do. True story. Oh, you know, there's we go back to Elko every year, and one of my favorite poets is Pat Richardson, and he's got a real warped sense of humor, if you will, kind of like mine, anyway. Pat wrote this poem, and it's called Donner Party Reunion.
So good.
They sent out invitations to the remnants of the Donner Party crew. Going to have a big reunion in an old-time barbecue. There'll be dancing, there'll be drinking, there'll be old-time friends to greet, and we'll be holding special services for the folks we had to eat. You remember old man Parker. He was deemed unfit to eat, but Bill, with secret sauce, produced a meal that's hard to beat. And what a meal he concocted with that guy from Abilene. But Bill complained that Texicans were awful hard to clean. Because once you got the innards out and threw away the poop, it took 3 big ones just to make one pot of soup.